there. I hope that you're well. Um, Gosh, I don't know what's going on with the astrology. I don't really follow it closely. My husband was saying something the other night too about it seems like everybody's just going through a lot right now. Um, I've certainly have been and am processing a lot myself, like my own inner healing, journeying and all that, which is a journey. It's always continuously going. We get to be continuously healing in layers. Um, Something my first teacher that I worked with in depth for 2 years, her name was Suzanne Green River, and I studied with her for 2 years back in 2013 and 14, and that's how I kind of remembered myself to be an energy healer and why I'm doing what I'm doing now with my businesses as a healer, and seeing people at the back up here in Highland Park, St. Paul. But one thing she said, so this might sound kind of intense, but it's actually the truth. She said that the human physical body is actually really small. Like our physical body is quite tiny compared to the enormous size of our energy fields as human beings. So we all have these like tiny little physical bodies and then massive energy fields just full of trauma. Okay? That's really the truth. Everyone's bodies and energy fields are full of trauma. That's just pretty much a fact. I mean, I'm sure there's beings walking around on the earth that are, some kind of higher dimensional beings that aren't, maybe that don't have that or haven't been incarnating over and over again or aren't full of trauma. Like I don't think you can ever say something is an absolute truth for everyone, but pretty much everyone's full of trauma. So this is what I do for people, right? This is my work, is because I have some abilities to see energy and I have some healing gifts and abilities to help people heal energetically. I mean, people just walk in to see me every day at the back rub where I see people in person. And I also do this work over the phone, and run programs and things and help people internationally over the phone and over Zoom. But everybody has so much stuff to heal. And people just don't know this. Like there are patterns stored in our DNA and in our cells, and the patterns that most people just act out and live in their life. And we are all actually functioning mostly from survival strategies and coping mechanisms rather than actually being the light of the authentic, genuine soul that we all are on the inside. So this is my work, and this is what I'm doing personally, and what I help people do is clear. The bulk of it is ancestral patterns, helping people clear to cellular level patterns that have just been passed down generation after generation after generation. I know we can carry up to 7 generations worth of trauma, 7 generations worth of patterns. That's putting it more neutrally, but in the cells of our bodies. So just know that those frustrations you feel, or that pain you feel, or that grief you feel, or that, I mean, there can be entities messing with people. There can be entities messing with, there are entities messing with literally family lineages. There's so much stuff that people are carrying around and walking around with. Maybe I should just do a whole Facebook Live or something today. Honestly, just being an energy reader and healer and seeing this all the time, when I see people, it's just like, God, people just don't know how much they're carrying. And a lot of times people come to see me, and they have some feeling of this angst they're carrying, or they get migraine headaches, or their knees hurt, or people are just so adept at their strategies for survival and their strategies for coping and their strategies for just getting by. But at spiritual levels in the body, there's so much healing that everybody needs. There's so much healing that everyone needs. I just want to like shout that from the rooftops today. So I guess I just want to tell you, you're real. Your pain is real and you can heal. So if you're going through something where maybe you've been holding on to a certain kind of pain or angst or something inside you for a very long time, it doesn't just have to sit there. And honestly, the longer it sits there, the more things tend to persist and show up in more and more physical dis-ease, or it manifests in more ways with like physical symptoms. So things don't just have to sit there. And if there is a pain or a trauma or something, which like everybody has, just sitting there and causing you strife or causing you unhappiness, that thing can heal. Everything is energy. Everything can just open up and unlock and heal. And if you resonate with me, I'd love to help you with it. Just send me a message and we can have a chat and see if one of my offers may or may not be a fit for you. There's no pressure on the sales side. I'm always happy to have a conversation. And honestly, healings and transformations occur in the DMs, in those conversations back and forth. So, yeah, I'd be more than happy to have a chat with you there. And yeah, I hope this has been helpful. This just kind of drives me crazy. So I'm just sharing some of my thoughts here and yeah, sending lots of love out there.